This video reports on the fact there's a scam going around in May 2026 and likely far into the future claiming that Shark Tank investors on the TV show Shark Tank have invested in something having to do with an Alzheimer's cure and Dr. Howard Tucker and two men who came on Shark Tank. And this is a scam. It is not legit. Shark Tank does not legitimately ever endorse anything having to do with an Alzheimer's or dementia cure, something for memory loss, cognitive function, anything like that. This is a long-running scam. Scammers have for many years used Shark Tank in their scams to promote different ruses about like medicinal products or whatever it may be. There is no Alzheimer's cure promoted by Shark Tank or anyone with Shark Tank. What you're about to see in this Instagram ad that I received is basically, it shows you a video looking like a Shark Tank episode and then an interview with someone named Dr. Howard Tucker. No one on Shark Tank ever endorsed an Alzheimer's cure. Dr. Howard Tucker never endorsed an Alzheimer's cure. No ingredients for a mixture of honey or any other pantry ingredients. All that is a lie to get you to watch a very long video on the website that follows the ad here on Instagram. So let's watch part of this video now. You're about to see inauthentic, deep fake AI depictions. What that means is that the people you see speaking are not actually saying the words it looks like they're saying. Scammers, have manipulated the lip movement and the audio of the people you see on Shark Tank and Dr. Howard Tucker and anyone else here to make it look like they talked about this when in reality they did not. And that means Meta accepted money. Meta is the owner of Instagram. They accepted money from scammers to allow these ads. And they do that for thousands of ads, billions and billions of impressions for the ads, and no one does anything about it because that's the world we live in. Isn't that really great? Let's hit play on this now.
This insane Shark Tank pitch. The sharks were offering millions, and this father refused every single offer because of what he was protecting for his son. Just watch.
And these people were on Shark Tank, it looks like, but not for an Alzheimer's cure. They're being misused. Here comes the deepfake AI-generated audio and video with manipulated lip movement.
I'll give you $4 million for the whole company right now.
No.
No? We're handing you millions. What is wrong with you?
Because money doesn't fix what's coming for me. Sharks. The government wants you dead at 65. Now look at Alzheimer's. Same age group, same result.
You can tell it doesn't sound quite right. Like the sharks that are going to be speaking doesn't sound quite right in terms of their voice. The vocals might look somewhat realistic, but none of this is authentic in terms of what is being said.
Takes longer and looks natural. Fast kill versus slow kill, same body count.
Hold on. Are you saying that the way the government and big pharma treat memory loss might be completely wrong?
Exactly. You want to know why I won't sell? Because my time is running out. And my biggest fear isn't dying. It's the day I look at my son and I don't know who he is. I built everything for him. None of it matters if I can't remember his face. So I went looking for the truth. And the person who revealed all of this to me was a 103-year-old physician, Dr. Howard Tucker.
Notice at the very bottom of the screen, it says learn more, go to alz.org, which I'm assuming is an Alzheimer's organization. Here's what the scammers have done. They have made it to where if you are receiving this Instagram ad here and you go down and you click on that, it will take you to a scam website, not alz.org. But if I was to try to give you the link to where this goes to, it would take you to Alzheimer's or alz.org because the scammers are hiding, obscuring, cloaking the actual destination of where this goes to. And where this goes to is a very long video on a website that promises a recipe. It's got one of the Shark Tank people, I think Barbara or Lori or something like that. And it ends up at the very end of the process trying to pitch you on buying dropper bottles of supplements having nothing to do with a recipe, as is tradition with these sorts of scams.
He survived both COVID and Alzheimer's because he didn't trust the system. He trusted what actually works. He said, people have been led to believe that memory loss can only be managed with expensive, lifelong prescriptions, but that is just not true.
a 103-year-old doctor, and he's saying there's another way to handle memory loss?
He showed me something simple that anyone can try at home. I want you to watch this clip of him explaining it himself, because what he reveals about memory loss changes everything.
Let me tell you a secret. The pharmacy.
Okay, so now it's going to go into this portion where it's this guy talking, but the music is very loud, so you can't even really hear what he's saying. So I'm going to say the words that he's saying so that you can understand. These are the words he didn't actually say. Scammers made it look like he said these words. So, the pharmaceutical industry never wanted you to know. They figured out how to make billions by masking your memory loss, not curing it. I've spent over 70 years in medicine, watching this happen from the inside. I'm 103 years old. I live alone. I cook, read, teach, and travel on my own. I'm 103 years old, and yet my memory is as sharp today as it was when I was 30. I still remember the name of every patient, every consultation, every story they shared with me. How? Because decades ago, I discovered something extraordinary, a 100% natural 42-second remedy that supports memory, cognition, and long-term brain health. Ends up showing this fake-looking actor doctor guy, and then it's going to tell you to go and follow it. And it goes to a website that goes to a product. And this looks like it's all coming from Brazil, which is not a big surprise. No doctors, hospitals, universities, or famous people ever endorsed a brand new Alzheimer's cure or dementia cure, memory loss reversal cure, or anything like that, having to do with a pantry ingredient, a recipe, honey, coffee, anything like that. Scammers latch onto these recipe ingredients or pantry ingredients, rather, things you have in your kitchen, because you know what they are. It's familiar, and they're using that familiarity to try to scam you. The scammers are, because they want you to think, hey, you have honey in your pantry. Do you also have turmeric or cumin or some sort of spice? Well, we're going to give you those ingredients plus 2 more if you stick around. And guess what? They never reveal to you what those ingredients are in the long website video you watch, which is a hook to get you to watch the whole video. They dangle the recipe to get you to watch the whole video. It ends up being a dropper bottle supplement. And no matter what it is, if you see it with this marketing, it's a scam. Do not buy any sort of, especially if you see like Bill Gates, that's been someone they keep using, the scammers keep using in their scams. Bill Gates has nothing to do with this. Steve Martin Short, Clint Eastwood. Just want to restate, no doctors, hospitals, universities, or famous people endorsed a new Alzheimer's cure or dementia cure. I wish that they had, and I wish that it was real. What actually is happening here is that people appearing to be in Brazil are trying to defraud you, other people you know, family, friends, whatever it may be, and they don't care if your family member or if you yourself have Alzheimer's, dementia, or whatever. They just want to get your money. Even if you're in the final stages of your life, that's the values these scammers have. They don't really care. You know, that's who they are. So, like, comment, subscribe. Shark Tank never endorsed an Alzheimer's cure. They never had someone on who pitched some sort of dementia cure, dementia reversal, memory loss sort of a thing, cognition thing. That is not real. And go see a doctor. Don't order weird supplements online and just blindly trust them. Go see a medical professional, your primary care physician, someone, and get some real help. I hope that you do that. Like, comment, subscribe. That's really big stuff if you do that. And there's a join button down below too. I'd really appreciate it if you want to tap that, and thank you for watching.